Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we got some Mr. Ballin, and this video is titled Tourists Snuck into Restricted Area in Mexico. And just reading that title, I already know this ain't good. Now, I know of Mr. Ballin, however, I've never actually watched one of his videos before, let alone react to him. I do know he's like a great storyteller from what I've heard. Like he's so vivid, he explains things in great detail. So I'm excited, man. Like I said, I'm just trying different things, man. I'm reacting to a bunch of people. So if you have any specific thing or person you want me to react to, leave it down in the comment section below. But like I said, man, tourists snuck into restricted area in Mexico. See, y'all be crazy. I don't know what it is with people trying to sneak into restricted areas, but y'all gotta stop because bad things happen, man. It's restricted for a reason. But anyway, we're gonna jump into this, man. Y'all boys and girls ready? I'm ready. Let's do this, man. If I sound a bit kind of like dead right now, I just woke up like 5 minutes ago, so you know, stick around to the very end of the.
In 2021, a mother and her In 2021, a mother and her two sons were on vacation in Cancun, Mexico. One night, while they were staying at their resort, all the kids were invited to play in this big game of resort-wide hide-and-seek, where the hotel staff would count and the kids would hide. And so one of this woman's sons decided he wanted to play, and after the staff began counting, he took off running. And after only a few seconds, he finds the perfect hiding spot. It's this little nook tucked away in the darkness right on the edge of the hotel's property. But after he got down in this little space and he tucked down and he's hiding, he realized he was not alone. But before we get into that story, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in story format, then you've come to the right place because that's all we do, and we upload once a week. So, if that's of interest to you, the next time you're serving ice cream at the local county fair and the like button comes up to you and asks for a vanilla cone, give them one, but don't use vanilla ice cream, use vanilla mayonnaise. Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications.
Boy, that's crazy. You know, imagine if someone gave you ice cream and it's mayo. See, I don't even like mayo. That's disgusting.
You don't miss any of our weekly uploads. Okay, let's get into today's story. On or around June 10th, 2021, Jennifer...
The hide and seek can be dangerous sometimes, man. Like, I love playing hide and seek, but you gotta be careful when you play hide and seek, man, because, you know, bad things happen.
Buell and her two sons, 12-year-old Charlie and 7-year-old Johnny, touched down at Cancun International Airport in Cancun, Mexico. The family, who lived in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, was there for a nice long vacation during the kids' summer break, which had started just a few weeks earlier. After getting off the plane and getting their luggage, the Buell family made their way out of the airport, and they hopped on a shuttle that brought them to their resort. They were staying at Club Med Cancun, which is a very popular all-inclusive family resort that's located right at the tip of the Riviera Maya. And the Riviera Maya is just stunningly beautiful. It's this stretch on the western side of the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico that's basically all white sand beaches and beautiful clear turquoise water. But Club Med Cancun's fabulous location was not the only reason why families loved going there so much. Club Med, the huge hotel company behind this particular resort, is known for their gentil organisateurs. They call them GOs for short, and basically these are staff members employed by Club Med at all of their locations everywhere in the world, whose sole job is to make sure the guests staying at their hotels have a truly unforgettable experience experience. And so these really friendly GOs are always walking around these hotels and talking to the guests and pointing them to the different places they can go within the hotel, and they encourage the guests to interact with each other and to participate in resort activities. And so a stay at a Club Med hotel, whether it's Cancun or anywhere in the world, is known to be very upbeat and highly interactive. So Jennifer and her two sons, they get off the shuttle at Club Med Cancun, they go inside, they get checked in, they make their way to their room, they drop their bags, and then they head out to explore the hotel. And pretty much right away, there were GOs all over the place coming up to welcome them to the hotel and pointing them to the best restaurants, the best places to go swimming, and what activities were coming up that night, and what to look forward to that week. And right away, what stood out to the Buell family, specifically Charlie and Johnny, was the kids club /
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to go to this place now.
teens club. Basically, the GOs organized really fun games and activities just for the kids, depending on what age they were. And so this was really appealing to Charlie and Johnny to go play with other kids. And it was appealing to Jennifer because this would mean she could go off and actually relax because she would have childcare. So, starting that first night and over the next week they were in Cancun, Jennifer made sure they always were around the resort so that the boys could just take off and go hang out with this kids club, teen club whenever they wanted. And so the routine that the Buell family adopted over the course of their vacation was they would get up early, they would go to the white sand beaches right outside of their resort, and then after coming back to the resort, Charlie would almost always cut loose and go hang out for the rest of the day with the kids in the teen club, kids club, and Johnny, he mostly stayed with his mom, but over the course of the day, he would leave and do one-off activities with the club. And then at 9:15 p.m. at night, the trio would always link up on the pool deck, and they would make their way in to see one of the shows that the GOs were putting on, ranging from comedy sketches to circus tricks. And so all in all, the Buell family vacation to Cancun, Mexico was really going as well as it could have been, until a simple game of hide and seek changed everything.
Hide and seek do that sometimes.
Today's video is sponsored by Rocket Money, formerly Truebill. When you become an adult, two things always happen. Number one, you immediately develop flu-like symptoms and they never really go away. And two, you sign up at the 400,000 yen annual subscription level to swearatawalrus.com, the beloved company that allows people to scream obscenities right at walruses' stupid faces, either in person or on a Zoom call. And while, of course, really giving it to a walrus is totally exhilarating, it is a fleeting pleasure. After all, studies have shown the average adult only cusses out 2.3 walrus before moving on to swearing at other animals like the ancient Egyptian Sphinx or various sea serpents. But the problem is, when we all inevitably fall out of love with swearatawalrus.com, we often, me included, forget to cancel our costly subscription. And this is why I signed up for Rocket Money. Rocket Money is the all-in-one finance platform that helps you save more and spend less. They do this in a variety of ways, including renegotiating your bills, from your internet service bills to your cable and phone bills. Rocket Money will alert you of important changes that impact your credit score, and they will give you insights to improve it. And most importantly, Rocket Money will scan the internet for all those random subscriptions you've forgotten about, like swearatawalrus.com, and they will cancel them for you.
Damn, I forgot to turn off Discord again. Hold on, let me do that real quick.
So, if you like berating walruses and not losing money, then Rocket Money is for you. To save more and spend less, join the 3.4 million members using Rocket Money. And I got the hookup. Go to rocketmoney.com/MrBallin or click the link in the description below. That's rocketmoney.com/MrBallin to get started for free, okay?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, because usually I don't care about advertisements or ads. I usually skip that. But, bro, this was the most entertaining advertisement Bro, this makes me want to sign up for Rocket Money. I almost said Rocket Mortgage. I don't even own a house. Why would I? But this makes me want to sign up for Rocket Money right now. I'm not going to do it because, I'm reacting. I can't just do stuff mid-reacting. Or can I? You know what? I'm going to do it. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, back to the story.
Mr. Ballin's crazy.
On June 18th, so roughly 1 week after the Buell family had arrived in Mexico, the family got up and they began their typical vacation routine. They headed to the beach, and then afterwards, Charlie broke off and went to spend time with the kids at the Teen Club Kids Club, and Johnny and Jennifer, they mostly stayed together for the rest of the afternoon. That evening, around 8:30 p.m., after all three of the Buells had had dinner, they decided to split up before rejoining at 9:15 to go in and see a show. Johnny wanted to head downstairs and
Yes. Sorry about that. I had to go check on something. Apparently we caught a cat in a cage. So I had to take care of that. But we're back now.
to go in and see a show. Johnny wanted to head downstairs and go see a kids-only show. Jennifer wanted to head up to the second level to have chocolate fondue dessert with a friend she had made at the resort. And Charlie wanted to meet up with his friends from the Kids Club Teens Club out on the pool deck, where the GOs were organizing a big game of hide and seek. And so after watching his mother walk upstairs to the fondue restaurant and watching his younger brother head downstairs to the kids-only show, Charlie turned and ran towards the pool deck. And when he got there, he immediately linked up with his best friend from the vacation, a 13-year-old named Cyrus. And very quickly after that, the GOs who were on the pool deck with all these other kids that were out there, they said, okay, we're going to start counting. You guys all hide. And so the GOs, they walked to the side of this big pool deck, they covered their eyes, they began counting, and all the kids, Charlie and Cyrus included, scattered to find the best hiding spot. And right away, as Charlie and Cyrus are looking for places to hide, they're seeing the other kids are taking up all the best hiding spots. And so for a second, they're panicking. They're not going to have a good spot. Then, both of the boys looked over to the side of the pool deck, and they realize there is a perfect hiding spot that nobody's taken. Around the outside of this huge open-air pool deck was a metal fence. It was only a couple of feet tall, and it was made up of metal bars so you could see right through it. It was basically in place just to denote the edges of the resort property, and on one length of this perimeter fence, the south side of this fence, there was a gate built into this fence. And this gate was almost always closed and locked. The only time it was opened was when a GO or another hotel staff member would open it to lead guests out of the resort property to go off and do some excursion. But for some reason, on the night of June 18th, this fence was wide open. On the other side of this fence was just this small rectangular platform that jutted out about 10 feet from the pool deck, same level as the pool deck. And if you were standing on this platform with your back to the pool deck, on your left side would be a very small flight of stairs, just a couple of steps going down. And so Charlie and Cyrus, they look over and they see this gate is open, and they know there are those stairs kind of tucked down below the platform, and they're thinking, if we crouch down on those steps, no one will see us from the pool deck. We'll be obscured from view. And so Charlie and Cyrus, they run over to the open.
Bro, they're cheating. That's out of bounds. You can't do that. They're out of bounds, bro. Disqualify them.
Gate, they go through, they walk down a couple of steps, and they kind of tuck themselves down so they can barely look up and over onto the pool deck to see if anyone's coming, but they can tell there's no way anyone is going to see them unless they literally walk through the gate and are looking down the steps at them. And so Charlie and Cyrus, they're giggling with excitement because they know they have found the perfect hiding spot. And they're listening as the GOs are calling out, okay, ready or not, here we come. And after a couple of minutes, they're hearing the sound of the GOs finding all the other kids all over the pool deck. You know, there were some really good hiding spots, but eventually all the kids are found except for Charlie and Cyrus. And so Charlie and Cyrus, they start looking at each other and they're really excited about this, but they know no one's going to find them. But right before Cyrus and Charlie stood up and revealed themselves, Cyrus happened to notice there was a hose, like a garden hose, that was draped down the steps that they were on, and for some reason, the water was turned on. And so Cyrus grabbed the hose, and as he stood up, turning away from Charlie, he began spraying the water onto the pool deck, onto the GOs and all the kids who didn't know where they were. And so everybody on the pool deck is suddenly laughing and running away from the water. It's totally chaos, and Cyrus thinks it's hysterical. He's still just spraying everybody down. And then at some point, Cyrus stops and turns to see what Charlie's reaction is to this absolute bedlam that he's created on the pool deck. But when Cyrus turns around, Charlie's not there. Meanwhile,
Wait,
two
what?
other hotel guests who had nothing to do with this game of hide and seek, it was a mother and her adult son, they were having a meal up in the second floor restaurant that overlooked the pool deck. And as they're sitting there enjoying their meal, they suddenly hear the sound of boys screaming. Now, immediately, they both can tell this is not a play scream. Someone is actually in danger, someone is hurt, something's going on here, and they try to look down onto the pool deck where these screams seem to be coming from, but they can't tell. It's dark out there, they can't see what's going on, and so acting on instinct, the woman and her son just stand up and start running through the restaurant and making their way downstairs. And as they're doing this, the woman's husband actually sees her charging through, and he, along with two other boys that happen to be near him, just start running after them, knowing that whatever's going on, it's bad, so they have to go help. And so when these 5 people get down to the pool deck, they hear the sound of the boys screaming again, and they can tell it's coming from that open gate, that platform area where Charlie and Cyrus had been hiding. And so these 5 people charge through the still open gate. They go out onto this platform and they look down the little flight of stairs and they see Cyrus. They don't see anybody else on the platform. It's just this one boy, and he looks totally shaken up, totally hysterical, and it's clear he is one of the boys that was screaming. And then before they could even ask him what was going on, they hear a sound coming from somewhere below the steps, and they all turn, and literally out of the darkness, Charlie just suddenly emerges, and he looks up at the adults and just says in a very calm voice, "Save me, save me." This normally completely off limits, fenced off platform that
Oh, hell no. No. See, this is why you don't go in restricted area. Well, I guess they are children, so they wouldn't have known. I was about to say like the adults should watch them better, but it's hide and seek. They're not supposed to watch the kids where they hide. I don't know, man. But like in a calm voice, like save me. No, I don't like this.
jutted out past the pool deck where the boys were hiding, that was actually a dock that sat over a swampy lagoon, and underneath
I had a feeling. I was like before the hide and seek game even started. I had a feeling they were gonna fall into water, but then they said that like there's stairs that led down with the gate and stuff, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's not. But I guess he did fell into water, right? Maybe, possibly.
that dock was a nest of crocodiles. And when Cyrus and Charlie were
Crocodile. Oh.
on that lower step, the crocodiles had noticed them, and when Cyrus had stood up and begun spraying the water onto the pool deck, one of those crocodiles, a 13-foot monster, had come out of the water, turned around, and literally leapt up onto those steps, bit Charlie by the leg, and pulled him into the water. The screams that woman and her son had heard while they were in that restaurant were Cyrus's and Charlie's, because initially when Charlie was pulled into the water, he didn't go directly under. And so Cyrus had managed to grab onto Charlie's arms, and he was trying to pull Charlie out of the crocodile's mouth, and the two of them were screaming for help. But by the time that woman and the other 4 people got down to the platform, Cyrus lost his grip on Charlie, and the croc and Charlie went under the water. And so those 5 people were standing there when the crocodile and Charlie just came back out of the water. And that's when Charlie was saying, "Save me, save me." He was in the crocodile's mouth. And when these 5 people saw Charlie and understood what was going on, without any hesitation, the adults leapt into the dark lagoon waters that are clearly infested with crocodiles and began beating the crap out of this crocodile. And while this melee is happening in these dark, murky lagoon waters with crocodiles everywhere, someone had gone into the fondue bar and told Jennifer, "Your son's being attacked by a crocodile." And she instantly leapt up and just ran across the restaurant, knocking anything over that was in her way. And finally, she got downstairs to the pool deck. She went through that gate out to that platform, and she saw her boy. Charlie was laying on his back, surrounded by totally frantic and hysterical adults. Charlie's leg looked like it.
Bruh, I just want to give props to those people, bruh. Those adults jumped into water knowing that it was infested with who knows how many crocodiles, but they didn't care, bruh. They went into crocodile infested water not knowing if a crocodile was gonna attack them next and save this little boy. Well, I hope they saved him. Hold on, let me just finish the story. Just to make sure. I mean, if he dies. Right, if this kid dies, all of that would have been for nothing. Let me just finish the story. But man, jumping in the water, knowing that there's crocodiles around just to save someone, a child, that's real bravery right there. I couldn't do it. For one, I can't swim, so I'll probably drown immediately. But two, if I know there's crocodiles in there, I'm not getting in the water. So shout out to these people, bro. These people are the goats.
It had been through a meat grinder, but Charlie was awake and he was talking to the adults near him. In the time it took Jennifer to run through the restaurant and get down to the pool deck, those adults who had leapt into the murky lagoon water to fight with this crocodile had literally beaten it so badly that it released Charlie. And according to the people who watched this happen, this crocodile was putting up an unbelievable fight. It was whipping its head side to side, tearing into Charlie's leg. It kept pulling Charlie deeper and deeper into the water, and these adults just didn't stop. They were yanking on this crocodile, punching its eyes, gouging its eyes, and finally it worked. When Charlie was finally pulled to safety and was laying on the dock, he was in rough shape, and no one knew if he was going to survive or not, but luckily there just happened to be a trauma nurse who was staying at the resort who came outside. She assessed the situation, and she took charge. She stopped the bleeding in his leg, and she stayed with him and kept him calm until paramedics finally arrived. Charlie would be rushed to the hospital, where he would immediately undergo several surgeries that would save his life. Also, surgeons were able to miraculously save his leg. Initially, it seemed like he might have to have it amputated. As for Club Med, their response to this incident was enormous. Not only did they pay for all of Charlie's medical bills, but they also invested a lot of money into securing not only that fence and gate that led to the dock where he was attacked, but also just generally speaking around the resort to make sure there were no more attacks. Today, Charlie is back in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania with his family, and considering the horrible trauma he went through, he's remarkably well adjusted. In fact, in the Halloween that followed this attack, Charlie dressed up as a crocodile. So that's going to do it. If you got something out of this episode and you haven't done this already, the next time you're working at the local county fair selling ice cream and the like button comes up to you and asks for a vanilla ice cream cone, sell it to them, but replace the vanilla ice cream with vanilla mayonnaise. Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. We have a podcast called the Mr. Ballin Podcast that puts out brand new, never before heard stories on Monday mornings and remasters of our best YouTube videos on Thursday mornings. Currently, that podcast is available everywhere, but starting on November 1st of this year, our podcast is going to be shifted exclusively to Amazon Music. We now have a registered 501c3 charitable organization called the Mr. Ballin Foundation that makes it as easy as possible for you to join me, my family, and my team in supporting those whose lives have been...
I'm not gonna even lie. I didn't think Amazon had music.
Most impacted by violent and heinous crimes. Monthly donors to the Mr. Ballin Foundation Honor Them Society will receive free gifts and exclusive invites to special live events. But the real reward is helping to rewrite the ending to the story for victims of violent crime. Go to MrBallin.Foundation and click on Get Involved to join the Honor Them Society today. We also have 2 additional YouTube channels. One is called Mr. Ballin Shorts. The other is called Mr. Ballin en Espanol. We also have a Facebook, Snapchat, and TikTok page, all called Mr. Ballin, that put out near daily content. If you want to get in touch with me, please follow me on any major social media platform and then send me a direct message. My username is just @Mr. Ballin, and I really do read the majority of my DMs. We also have some really cool merchandise, so head on over to shopmrballin.com to have a look. And if you have a story suggestion, please submit it to our subreddit, just called Mr. Ballin. It's linked.
But that's crazy.
Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, Facebook, other YouTube channels, the podcast, wherever. Just know that I really appreciate your support. And until next time, that's going to do it. See ya.
But wait, Mr. Ballin merch.
Are you tired of having all that disgusting extra money in your wallet?
No.
Does wearing flannel at every occasion, regardless of temperature or general appropriateness, sound exciting to you? If you answered
Yeah.
yes to both of those questions, then you've come to the right place, because just last week, we opened up our brand new Mr. Ballin Flannel Emporium, aka shopmrballin.com.
I don't even
From
wear
timeless
flannels.
classics like flannel tuxedos and flannel eyelash extensions,
Bruh, there ain't no way. Flannel tuxedos? Flannel eyelashes? Bruh. Nah. Surely not.
to more modern takes like flannel bell-bottoms and flannel wigs. ShopMrBallin.com has all your flannel fashion choices covered. But don't you dare come into our emporium unless you've already slapped the like button and the 5-star review button right in the front left tooth. Failure to do so will result in you instantly being shipped off to Bell's Canyon. So, come on down to the brand new ShopMrBallin.com Flannel Emporium and throw away all that disgusting extra money in your wallet. But hurry up, because the shop closes in less than 2 weeks. Again, go to ShopMrBallin.com.
Dang. Oh man, I just want, this story was crazy, bro. This story was wild. I just wanna, bro, everybody in this video was just, or in this story was just top tier, bro. Like, shout out to like those workers, bro. They went in the water knowing damn well there's crocodiles all around. There's a whole nest. They didn't know if a crocodile was going to attack them, but they didn't care. They had a job to do, bro. They got down to business to save this child, so they jumped in and they beat the hell out of this crocodile, bro. They jumped this crocodile, man. And bro, like this crocodile was like 13 feet, bro. 13 feet is a big ass crocodile. Bro, they ganged up on this crocodile, saved this child, and thankfully there was a nurse there. The nurse was like, bro, that was convenient, bro. There was like a nurse there that was conveniently staying at the hotel to kind of like help this child before while the paramedics got here. But thank God the story ended on a happy note, bro. The child survived and he got kept his leg too, bro. I was like almost certain that his leg would have got amputated, but not only did he survive, he got to keep his leg too. But man, this video was crazy. I am definitely checking out more Mr. Ballin because this was wild. Anyway, guys, make sure you hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Subscribe to my channel. Or Mr. Ballin is going to give you vanilla mayo, which I don't think exists. But hey, man, I mean, he's doing it, not me. Um, the link to the original will be in the description below, along with my socials. So I got Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter, along with my second channel is down there also, which is my paranormal channel. I only posted 3 videos there, which, it is what it is. I'm still working on it. Like, I want to do a lot more stuff on my paranormal channel. I don't entirely know what, but I have some things planned, so stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, I will see you in another reaction video. Take care.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.